Hi, I'm AlienYC7 or Tyler, whatever you want to call me. And I want to talk about tracers and AI artists because AI artists, for one, you pick up a pencil and piece of paper, like try drawing. Maybe you just need to start. And then tracers, it really depends on what you're tracing because if you're practicing an art style, you can try tracing it a different way while you're studying the lines and stuff like that instead of just tracing the whole thing because it ends up looking like weird. And with that, it comes to like what base you're using, because if you're using a free base, then that's perfectly fine. But if you're using other people's artwork and tracing over it without permission, that can cause a lot of heated arguments, which is caused by what you did with their art without having permission to trace over it. And it's really hard when you're an artist and it comes when you see your art getting traced over. And it's shocking to you seeing that people will sit there and trace over your art, or seeing that people will sit there and download your art and put it into an AI software program. And it's very confusing to me because if you know you can probably just start with stick figures and move on like everyone else, why would you sit there and do that over somebody else's art? Like, twin, just pick up a pen and paper. And I know it's hard for some people, but like, there's always a place where you can start, and it's always a starting point. So with people who use AI or tracing, which most tracers are young, I want you to know that you don't have to do stuff like this. Just start studying the essential sketch. Like, when people trace over stuff like these, it's different because there are trends going around and they're probably studying the base. But when people trace over stuff like this, it's completely different because they don't have permission to trace over it. But when you do stuff like this and you don't have permission, you're going to get in heated arguments with professional artists who sat there and took time in their work and then see that you traced over it. Like, you're not going to get off of this scot-free. So I want you to know, to any tracers, AI artists, don't do what you're doing. Stop. Because it can ruin somebody's art career, and it could really like make them go downhill, seeing that their art is getting used to feed an AI so it can just program it out multiple times. Just like how people were doing that Total Drama Island trend a while ago. Yeah, that's basically what you're doing, is making artists want to like quit and stuff like that. And same with tracers. It's not where you're having artists to the point where they want to quit, but basically to the point where they're like upset and they don't want to post their art anymore, knowing that it might get traced over unless it's like a base or something, and they're posting free bases, or like you have to credit them and you're not crediting them enough. I just wanted to step on this platform and talk about how AI art and tracing is just getting on my nerves. And if you see AI or obvious tracers, please like block them or something like that and report them, or say, hey, can we talk privately and stuff like that. But that's all for the info I have for today. Tyler out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.